uncompleted building that you wish to complete, but because of financial problems, because of maybe lack of funds, that building remain uncompleted? Or do you wish to have your own house? Maybe you've bought a land and your earnest desire is just to build a house in that particular land and start living, or this is your family house, this is your inheritance, and you wish to build a house of your own in that particular place, but because of financial issues, because money are not forthcoming, because business is low, because a lot of contracts are not coming, that is why it remains like that. And with everything in you, with your full energy, with your human expectation, you really want to have a house in that particular land, but the finances is a problem. Try this recipe. Within 1 year, you won't know how you will finish that particular place. By the grace of God Almighty, by the grace of the universe, with the natural things that God Almighty, with the universe has blessed us with. So I'm going to share with you how to go ahead to make this prayer to achieve this dream. So if you want to know more, keep watching while I share with you. Good morning to you all. Good afternoon and good evening. I'm greeting you all, depending on wherever you're watching me from. And exactly where you see this video, if you are new in my channel, thank you for joining. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. So in this channel, I share about the spiritual tips, how to use natural things for spiritual uses. So if you find it helpful, please do subscribe and also ring the bell notification. So whenever I made a new post or I posted a video, you'll be notified for the video. Thank you all, everyone. So in today's video, I want to talk based on people that have an uncompleted building, people that have a land, maybe their inheritance, or maybe the land they have bought with their money, and all of a sudden, business closed, no finances to complete that house, and everything they tried on to do become abortive without them achieving their aims. Now let me tell you, sometimes that's why I told you that before you buy any land or before you pay for any land, I did that video quite some time. Do you know that in olden days you discover that a lot of challenges that people are going through these days are not like that? Let me tell you. For example, if you're buying a house, I know now we are living in a world of technology, we are living in a world of modelizing and all that, but let me tell you, those days, or in our ancestors, during those days, if you want to buy a land is a so powerful thing that a lot of people don't really know the spiritual principle behind every land. Yes, that is why you see that some people, when they after buying the land, the business stop, especially those inherited land. I'm not talking based on this like when you're on township or when you're living in the city, but still do this particular thing I'm about to tell you, because my people used to say that unkocha abolojo. So if you understand this proverb, you can also translate it for us, for others to understand. So even if it's not happening to you, you need to be security conscious, because it can happen to anyone. Now let me tell you, before I go on to share with you what to do, by the grace of God Almighty and with your faith, you will start having money to build that house. Now anytime you want to buy a house, or anytime you want to build a house, or you buy a land, I told you that land is an earth. All right, land is an earth. Now you want to buy my land for yourself. Remember that this land, I inherited it from someone. Even if I bought the land, there is someone. This land has gone from generation to generation to generation to generation. So there is some spiritual history, or there is a spiritual thing that attached to that land. So you don't just go and acquire those things easily without you doing the right thing that you need to do, all right, to take the ownership of that particular land. Please, this video might be a little bit long, but please follow me and pay attention, because this particular video is going to liberate a lot of people. Okay, now, you know, these days when you want to buy a land, or when you want to build a house, or when you want to buy a house, everything has to do by transfer. You go to the bank, you make the transfer. But let me tell you, if you are buying a land from someone, let's assume you want to buy my land or you want to buy my house. Even if the house the land has been built, you want to buy it as a built house. Remember, it's on the land, it's on the ground that they started. This is what you're going to do. Even if you are making transfer of that money, fine. If you can do this one, like you want to do it because this is your sweat, this is something that you are paying for, okay? I'm just telling you, if you know this secret, no power on the land will stop you, and nobody on this earth standing on this land that will stop your progress. All right? Now, let's assume you are buying the land 1 million naira, for example. You can transfer 999,000 naira to deposit on transfer. Very fine. Make sure there is a paper money that comes from your hand to the seller's hand. This is, take this money and give me the symbol authority of this land. Are you getting me now? This is my sweat, this is my palm, this is my labor. I am giving you this my money, and I am taking back the ownership, the everything that has to do with this land. They make sure there is a hand-hand transaction that goes on the payment of that place, not all. Okay? As when doing that, let me tell you, there is power in the words. Now, as when you are doing that, immediately you are giving the person the money and he or she is collecting it. Say this word: from today henceforth, I am taking the symbol authority of this land. I know a lot of people might not take this very serious, but this has ruled a lot of people's finances. There is some lineage, there is some families that maybe their ancestors, maybe their forefathers, they don't like giving their land out. They don't like selling their land, because of the model children, or let me put it that way, or we the educated ones, like we used to say. Okay, so we felt that all these things doesn't matter. My dear, you can never change the tradition of where you came from, no matter whoever you are. No matter whoever you are. I'm just being sincere with you. Even if you are buying the place, so just do this particular one. Make sure there is a hand-hand transaction. That's why I said, even if the land is 1 million, give the person 999. Let it be even 1,000 naira is out of that payment that comes from your hand to the person's hand. Whoever that is selling the land for you, even if it's the agent that is collecting the payment for the person, make sure there is a hand-hand transaction that goes on. There is a lot of spiritual meaning on that. Even if when you are giving the person the money, if they will not think anything negative, if you can even stand barefooted, making sure that your two legs is touching the ground, fine. But in a situation whereby there is no chance of doing that, don't worry. Make sure that is hand-hand transaction that goes on. At doing that, you have already taken the symbol of authority in that particular place. Now, after you're done buying the land, now, for example, I am coming based on people that said, like, let it be, since I bought this land, I've built it to lintel level, and since that business are not going well, I cannot finish up this house. Or I bought a land that I want to build, and all of a sudden that land starts going down, I cannot build that house. Try this recipe. By the grace of God, you will build that house. Now, what do you need to do? Go and buy a coconut. Okay? Go and buy a coconut. So when you buy the coconut, okay, buy one coconut like this. Now, I want to show you, because we'll be making use of the 3 eyes of the coconut. So if you have not watched my video on the spiritual benefits of the 3 eyes of coconut, please do, because you are going to learn a lot on it. Now, when you buy the coconut, buy egg, just 1 egg. If you can buy native egg, fine. If you don't have, get any type of egg. Okay? Now, another thing you are to get is an alligator pepper. Remember that alligator pepper is a spirit. So if you are using alligator pepper for the first time, make sure you take it through your bag to open it before bringing it to the front to take how many seeds you want. Now, this is the 3 items that you needed. You that bought a house, after buying a house or buying a land, you start having problem in your business, you start having problem in your academy, your finances, you start having money problem that you cannot be able to build a house. Try this recipe. By the grace of God Almighty, that house will be built. This is what you are going to do. Go to that land any time of your choice. You can do it in the morning, you can do it in the afternoon, you can do it at night, anytime. Go to that house or go to that land. Get yourself 1 coconut, 1 egg, and alligator pepper, 4 alligator pepper. That 4 pieces of alligator pepper represent 4 market days or 4 corners of the earth: east, west, south, and north. Okay, for those that don't understand 4 market, but if you are from Igbo land, you will know that 4 market days, we mostly deal with 4 market days, which is Ori, Afomukwo, Eke. Very, very important. Now, this is what you are going to do. Go to that land or go to that uncompleted building. Stand at the center of that particular place. When you enter into that place, you will be able to dictate where is the center of the place. First of all, you are bringing the egg. You are bringing the egg. Now hold that egg as if you are talking to human being like you, like as if there is somebody watching you that you are discussing with. All right. Now take 4 seeds of alligator pepper, put it in your mouth. If you can chew it, but don't swallow it. If you cannot chew it, hold it in your mouth. Begin to pray. Tell God, oh God, this egg is alive. The egg is representing you at the moment. That this egg must show that when you leave this egg, and it will surely bring forth a life. Let me put it that way, but you understand what I mean. Start praying. Tell God that as a fruitfulness of this, that from now to so time that you are going to build this house, nothing will stop you from completing building this house. So if there is any negative things, maybe somebody that did it for you not to finish the house, for those of you that is building in the village, you know, those wicked uncle, those wicked nephew, those wicked aunties, they want to stop you your progress. Go ahead and do it. You will wake up and see that the person is gone. If the person refuse to leave you to complete that thing, the person will go. Let me be honest with you. So if you are not ready, don't go ahead to do it. So that is basically for that. Then after that, after you've done praying with the egg, with the alligator pepper, now in your mouth, chew the alligator pepper, spit it 4 times. When you speak, how do you spit it? After you don't, let's assume I don't really have egg now. Let's assume this is the egg, for example. Let me use the coconut for example. This is the egg. Now you don't pray in with the egg. After that, you are going to use the egg to start cleansing your body on that particular spot. Don't wear slippers, remember. You are going to start cleansing your body with the egg. That today, you are removing all these financial hindrances that is stopping you from achieving your aim in building this house, that is stopping your wealth flow of building this house. If there is anyone involved on this, that today as you are cleansing your body and breaking this thing, so shall the life of that wicked. Because anybody that did not want you to build a house is a wicked person, is a winch, is a bad uncle, is a bad friend. You have money, you bought a land, and somebody go and do charm for you not to build it. That person is an evil person. So you don't need to pity such one. I don't know for you, but I'm talking based on myself. So you start cleansing. Start from your head, cleanse, go down to your toe. Then after you're done cleansing, you are going to break that egg at that spot. As I break this egg from today, I am breaking all this poverty that is making me not to complete this house. I am breaking these hindrances. And if it's somebody that is involved, so shall the life of such one be broken. Then you break the egg at that particular spot. For the alligator peppers you have chewed, you are going to stand. Let's say this is your front. You say that from today henceforth, wherever these things are coming from, if it's from your front, that today you are calling, not just, if you can call the 4 market days, you say from today that Eke, if it's coming on a Eke day, that you are averting it, you are using this alligator pepper. Alligator pepper is a spirit, it does not go a cheerful message and all that. I don't want to come to that. So you now spit it your front, turn to your left, your right, spit to your right, turn to your back, spit to your back, and turn to your left and spit. That is 4 times. 4 times, okay? And then after that, get the almighty coconut. Coconut has a millions of spiritual benefits. This coconut has water, if you see it, okay? Now you are going to bury it and bury a little hole in that place. I'm not saying you should go and dig, and if you can dig, fine. Just open a small place where you know that when you put this coconut, you'll be able to close it back with sand. Then you are going to open it. After you don't open it, okay, now you are going to hold it like this. Pray on it. Tell God that no one knows how water enter into the coconut. The coconut is a fruitful fruit or plant that everyone loves so much, that people cannot deal with, that has a lot of spiritual meanings and a lot of spiritual histories. That today, as you are doing this, all you land, you call that land 3 times, and you said 4 times, sorry, you said you call your own name 4 times, that I bought you with my hard-earned money. I bought you with my sweat so that it will be useful to me, so that I will build you and make money from, even if you want to build it and sell it, okay? Then after you're done speaking all those your intention, now you're going to put the coconut inside that place. Put it like this. Make sure these 3 eyes is facing up. These 3 eyes, make sure it's facing up. Then put it there and dig it. All right, dig it. Now and close it. After you don't close it, stand on that particular spot which you have closed. All right, make sure you're putting your 2 feet on it. I told you at the beginning that you should not wear slippers. Then make sure you're putting your 2 feet. Say from today that God of the land should take your feet to a place money will answer you to finish this house. Say this word, come out. Take this your 2 palm, place on that particular place. As fruitfulness of this coconut, as nobody knows how water enter into the coconut, so shall men, so shall even you know how you are going to make money to finish up this house or to finish building this land. Okay, after that, then turn back and start going. Have faith. Remember, all these things work perfectly with your faith. Then after that, go back home and watch what is going to happen. But make sure you have something that you are doing. Not when you are idle, you don't do anything, you are expecting manna to fall from heaven. Please, I am not teaching that. I am talking based, maybe it's happening, maybe you are into business. After you have acquired something, that business starts going down. Or maybe after you bought something, so in order for you to succeed, that thing started going down. That is when you go ahead and do this. I'm not saying that if you are the type that every morning you sleep on your bed, you do this, it doesn't work that way. So when you practice all these things, when you do this, you put it into practice. That is what makes it to work very, very well. Alright? Then after that, by the grace of God Almighty, you are going to see how that money, or you'll be even surprised how you will finish that particular project without you knowing about it. This is also applicable for those that bought a land. Maybe you have a property that you want to sell. You have a property that you want to sell, and maybe you have your land, you have your house, you want to sell to use it for some reasons, and there is no buyers coming. That is, go ahead to try this particular recipe. All right, and believe you me, within 14 days, that people will start coming to buy that place. Don't play with the power of nature. It's God Almighty that gives us all these things for our own use. So I wish you success, and I wait your housewarming invitation letter. I hope you are going to invite me. So guys, try it if you have a zoo, or you have uncompleted building, or a place you want to set up for you or for your business or for any reason. and God Almighty will surely grant your heart desire. So I wish I share with you. Thank you for watching, and sorry for taking your time. Please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and see you in my next video.